Good morning. It's day 2. I am still at Whiskey Hollow Shelter in my tent. It's about 10 to 7. I am debating on where I want to go today. I could go to Rod Hollow Shelter, which is about 8 miles, which seems a little too short of a day for me. Or I could go to the next shelter, which is Sam Moore. And that would be about a 15.5 mile day. But if I do that one, I'm going to start the roller coaster and do part of it. So I think I'm just going to take it as I go and see how my knee's feeling. And maybe I might end up doing a shorter day, not sure. But it'll make my next couple days a lot easier if I do the 15.5 mile day. So I heard a big crash in the middle of the night. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna have to check on my food bag. Hopefully an animal did not somehow try to get it off the bear cable things. Anyways, I'll catch you guys down the trail. How did I not notice this big rock here underneath my tent? I just slept on top of it last night. So this has been the trail for the first, I'd say I've done almost about a mile so far. And there's a little bit of uphill, but nothing crazy so far today. So the trail keeps continuing like this for a little bit. There was a tent site almost at the top of this hill that I'm at when you climb out of Whiskey Hollow Shelter going northbound. Looked like a pretty cool spot. I don't know if there's water, but I would recommend going there instead of Whiskey Hollow. Like, that shelter was really nice, but if you can pick up some water and kind of stay more on trail, that'd be great. Whiskey Hollow was nice, but it was like 0.4 off trail. It was all downhill. Not that it's the end of the world. It's just if you're trying to pick up early in the morning, and if you don't want to do those extra miles, I'd stay at the campsite. That's probably like a mile past the shelter. Anyways, I have been told that there's not a lot of water between here and Harper's Ferry, so that's going to make things interesting. So I'm here at Sky Meadows State Park. Got 32.8 miles left till Harper's Ferry. I have not seen anyone hiking in my direction in the last day, and I'm starting to feel like I probably won't see anybody. All right, something different. Hiking through a meadow. I guess it makes sense. It's called Sky Meadow State Park. The weather today is overcast. The sun's trying to pop out, but it's probably like 20 degrees Celsius and a little chilly. But I'm going to take it because it was so hot yesterday at some points of the day. Like, this is like the perfect hiking temperature. Okay, I'm guessing this is the southbound 1200. It is definitely not my 1200. I'm only at 840 something miles. Can you imagine walking 1200 miles? Well, we'll get there eventually. Alright, so now I have to figure out where the AT connects across this highway. It might be pretty much melted, but it's going to taste amazing. It's like a extra large caramel bar for myself. Okay, getting a little frustrated. Minor problems, but I have had to go through so many spider webs, which usually I wouldn't mind, but there's so many of them. Like, I've probably gone through 20 to 30 of them this morning, and like I'm going through them every like minute, if not more, and I'm like trying to get them out of the way as I go, but like it's not working out well. Anyways, it's like slowing me down big time. But also the trail is really overgrown, which just like shows how important it is to have trail maintainers out here. And I know that they're busy and they're volunteers, but like we need more people for sure, like just all throughout the Appalachian Trail to help out with this kind of stuff, because it probably takes a lot of work and a lot of time. But anyways, I've been trying to like get away from like prickly bushes and everything with the overgrown patches, so I gotta keep trucking on. Alright, that's what I just had to go through. So it just goes to show you how overgrown it is in some parts. So I've hiked about 4 hours now, and I've come across my first good water source, and I'm so excited. Water's gonna be nice and cold and clean. It's probably, besides Manassas Gap Shelter, this is probably the most water I've seen at a water source. So I just saw my first hiker in 3 hours. His name was Unhaglo, I believe. That was his trail name. He said it was like an Anglo-Saxon word of some sort. I should have asked him what it meant, but yeah, so I'm almost at Rod Hollow Shelter or something like that. Anyways, I'm probably going to just have a snack here, and then I'm going to keep going. But that was my first person in like 2.5, 3 hours. It was really nice to socialize. I do not know how the Sobowers do it, because I like to be somewhat social. I like to have my privacy and like quiet, but I also like the option to socialize and, you know, get to know different people on the trail. And I have not once seen someone going in the same direction as me. So I'm eating a very flattened croissant. It tastes really good. I don't even care that it's 2 days old. It doesn't even taste stale to me. So I'm at Rod Hollow Shelter. You can see it behind me. I'm the only one here. Signal has been really spotty. So just keep that in mind if you're traveling in this section, that you might not have reception. I didn't have any at Whiskey Hollow. I had some at Manassas Gap Shelter. I don't have any here. I did have a little bit on my way here. Oh, there's a very unfriendly looking... Ugh. Okay. There's like a hornet or something. Oh yeah. Oh God, please don't touch me. It's just a hornet. You can tell I don't like bugs. I was complaining and bitching about the spider webs. I actually saw a hiker and I was super excited because I'm like, they got rid of the spider webs ahead of me. I can actually make some miles. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting, but I am thinking of going to Samwar Shelter. But depending on how I feel, I may try to push it to Black Den or Bear Den Hostel. Currently for $30, you get a room, or like a bunk, a pizza, and a pint of ice cream. And they have Wi-Fi. But I know it's only day 2. But if I can manage to pull an 18.5 mile day today, I don't even care. I will take a hostel. Alright, I'm glad to get out of there because there was way too many hornets for my liking. I went in the shelter and to just kind of relax for a second. And yeah, kind of got attacked a little bit. I didn't get stung, but it was a little too close for my liking. So I decided to keep hiking. Alright, here I am. I'm at the roller coaster, and this is the warning. We're gonna start going up. Okay. About 10 minutes into the roller coaster, and there's boulders. That's nice though, because it's kind of like switching up the terrain. Something different. I am listening to music in this song. I can't remember who it's by. Ice Cube, maybe? Anyways, I got a bunch of different type of music on here on my iPod Shuffle, but the song is Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself, which is exactly how I feel right now. Maybe I should be checking my knees before I keep hiking to the next shelter. Okay, I am at mile 998.3. And you can see a footbridge. There's water here, which is great. I mean, it's a little stagnant, but at this point, I'll take pretty much anything. And it's not overly flat, but there looks to be some stealth camping spots up there, along with a fire pit. So, I mean, to have anywhere as close to camp next to water would be good. I have about 3.7 miles left to the campsite. or the shelter, and then if I want to keep going, it's like 6.7 or something like that to Bear Den Hostel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I don't want to hurt my knee. Going up the roller coaster. Almost tripped. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, honestly, I think so far, I mean, I'm only at the beginning of it, but we've gotten so spoiled with the terrain since the Shenandoahs that anything harder than that is going to feel very difficult. But it kind of reminds me of like North Carolina. I'm at mile 1000.5. I just did a little bit of a climb, and there's a pretty good stall spot up here with what looks like a fire pit. Could probably fit, I don't know, 3 tents, 4 tents. All right, I just made it to Sam Moore Shelter, and it's 5:11. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm gonna keep going to Bear Den Hostel. I mean, I've only been out here for like a day and a half, but that pizza sounds some good, especially after I feel like I've done some big miles. But here's hoping I make it there. Hey guys, so a little bit of an update. I am at Bear Den Hostel right now. It's really cute. So for $30, you get a bunk, shower, laundry, a frozen pizza, and a pint of Ben & Jerry's. So it's a great deal. So I did an 18.5 mile day today. It's tough. Like, I got to Sam Moore Shelter, and I was like, do I stay? Do I go? I'm like, only 3 more miles. It'll make my day easier tomorrow. So I decided to go for it. But now my feet are feeling it. My knee's pretty good, but my feet are sore, which is expected after such a long day. So there is only 2 other people staying here at the hostel. I don't see them right now. It's just me. So I'm just reading, and yeah, I'll hopefully give you guys a little tour of the place tomorrow.